What's up, guys? Oofsky here, and I realized that we have not yet covered a Gundam Age model on the channel, so we are taking a look at the high-grade G-Bouncer today. Flipping it over, this guy has some really interesting design cues between the shield and the face. It's giving me a lot of Gundam 00 vibes. This part kind of reminds me of the Exia, but then we also, in the face, kind of have some 1.5 or Reborn's Gundam vibes. This beam hook part on the shield is pretty interesting. I'm going to be curious to see how that comes out. And it looks like we can switch out these wing segments onto another kit here, which will also be interesting. We got some lovely line art on the side along with a still from the show. Enough of the box. Let's open her up. This stark white mobile suit made its debut in the Gundam Age series and was piloted by Wolf and Ackle. The G-Bouncer is a versatile general-purpose mobile suit that was tuned for speed, taking design configurations from the Gundam Age 1 Swallow. The G-Bouncer is actually a custom of a passed-over candidate for mass production, losing to the Adele in the end. Armed with a DODS rifle, 2 beam sabers, a large shield, and a hooked Shiguru blade that attaches to the shield primarily but can also be detached for handheld use. And those back thrusters are very sleek and open up to reveal 2 verniers on either side. I went ahead and, as you can see, I painted those. I used the Platinum Gundam marker along the outsides to give some silver effects, and then I used just a copper Sharpie on the back, along with panel lining it up, because this stark white mobile suit was pretty flat as a raw build, but I think with all the little details you can put on it, you can really make it pop and stand out. I do love these all white builds because they're easy to build. It's already white, so I don't really show stress marks. And that backpack that the G-Bouncer has is actually generic, and you can swap it out and attach to other mobile suits like the Adele. I bet if you mess with it a little bit, you could probably use those extra backpack attachments from, say, the Gundam Breaker Battle line that all have generic parts to swap out those thrusters. And since this is already a white kit, this kit is a great palette for customization, whether you want to paint the entire thing or just add some nice little accent details. I think that would go really well. And there's lots of flat surfaces, which is really nice. You could get in there with some water decals. I really like the generic Delpy water decals. I had a lot of fun with this build, to be honest. Like, I'm probably going to customize it even more and mess with it in my spare time. I do love that the beam sabers store on the skirting. I know that was a complaint that I had with the Comfer that we reviewed last week, was that there was no place for the beam sabers. There are beam saber spots in those skirtings, like I said. They kind of get in there a little too well, though, if I have to say. I kind of had to use like the end of my tweezers to pop them back out. But that's okay, and you can see that the G-Bouncer is very flexible, can reach around, grab those hilts, and then spread out, ready to fight. Despite being as monotone as this kit is, it is a very dynamic build, and it has a very striking silhouette with those pointed ears in lieu of the normal V-fin, and all of the hard angles coming off the back. It makes a very exaggerated body shape overall. So it ends up looking a lot more stunning than it might initially be. I'm not exaggerating when I say that this high-grade G-Bouncer has been one of the most fun high grades that I've built in a while. I'd put it up there with the Brady Hound from Kyokai Senki as some of my most recent favorite high grades to build, and I highly recommend, if you've not yet built a high-grade G-Bouncer, you get yourself one today. And it's also got me excited for the other Gundam Age kits that I've got in my backlog. If this one's so steady, I bet the other ones are good too. And I know Gundam Age doesn't always get the best rep amongst the Gundam fan base, but I wouldn't let that stop you if you haven't yet built this kit. So go on and get yourself one. Where to buy? LeapingPandaHobbies.com. Head on over to LeapingPandaHobbies.com and get yourself 10% off with my promo code EGGHEAD. You can use that 10% off store-wide on anything and get 10% off your total purchase no matter what you want. Whether it be a G-Bouncer, we covered the Comfur last week, he's down there somewhere, or any other kits you might want. They've got some Citadel stuff, they've got a plethora of supplies, Zoids, Kotobukiya, whatever piques your interest. Sleeping Panda Hobbies has it, and they've got the best prices, best customer service, and they'll get it to you faster than anyone else. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you later this week with another Gunpla review.